1 second. And I'm going to start.
A gentleman named Ed Barsanto. Microsoft, I guess you'd call him a guru, genius, retired some years ago, and went into the market himself. He had quite a bit of money when he retired. Of course, that's a blessing from being in Microsoft. But anyway, he decided at that time that he wants to really do something that would really help the average person in the in finances and the stock market. So he created a platform that actually is just, to me, has just been perfected, and he decided to come out in July with that program for everybody. Everybody, I guess everybody in the world, actually. And the beauty of it is that it's totally robotic. So the average person, the housewife, or, the guy that's, working at the gas station, just the average person, 40-hour-a-week guy, can actually now trade like the big guys do, like the professionals. And the outcome will be about the same, because what's happening, he has figured out how to take profits out of every trade, every stock. And it doesn't make any difference if it goes up or down, it still takes profits. And that's the unique part of what he's done. That's what makes him different. That's what makes this software different. He's got everything patented. And what it's been averaging, especially an account that I have with a friend of mine, is it averages about 8 to 10% a month. And it's every month, and it just never misses a trade, because all he's doing is taking profits out of each trade. He doesn't try to beat the market. He doesn't try to beat the stock. He just simply takes profits out of every trade. So you get a little profit out of every trade. And that's the beauty of it. And again, it doesn't make any difference if it goes up or down. So to me, it will change the way the world does trade stocks. It's just getting started here. Matter of fact, we're having our first...
Hey, it's the All Day Live Show, and thanks for watching, everyone out there. And it's nice for you to listen to what we're going to broadcast. And I'm sorry for that echo, but we'll get into that reasons, because we're going to talk to Raymond Barner, and it's CoolTraderPro.com. Might be interesting. But we're going to discuss some things. We got Tyler-Hoff, and a party he's working with here that I'm very interested in listening to as well. This is very interesting because Larry-Serbin, and that's Hemp-Traders.com. So now we're going into CoolTraderPro. That's interesting. And I want to everyone hear, all of us, because this is going to go into some very interesting things. CoolTraderPro apparently, and you get a chance to look at Raymond real quick.
Yeah.
Raymond, that's good. That's you real quick.
Yeah.
And we're going to hear from Tyler-Hoff. He has Hemp-Aware-Radio. Hemp-Aware-Radio. That's something that I think we all need to be aware of. And Larry-Serbin and Hemp-Traders.com. And if we go into other websites real quick, because I want people to be aware, Hemp-Aware.com. And are you guys there? Because this is a very short period of time we got. I'm going to bring your mics up. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're both here.
Oh, good. It's good to hear you. And I got Raymond in the background here. Raymond, it's good to see you.
Yeah, hi. Good to be here.
And it's kind of a thing where we're trying to create a way to think, right? Right. People need to start thinking about nuclear contamination throughout the whole northern hemisphere, and the fact that hemp might be the only protein we have left to eat. What do you think about that? I think that's something to really think about.
Yeah.
And can you guys help us think about that?
Okay, well, hemp is probably the perfect source of non-animal protein or vegetable protein. So if there weren't any animals around, people would be able to get all of their protein from the hemp seed.
Yeah. And we won't be able to, unless we can grow fish to look like hemp, we won't be able to eat fish.
Yeah. Well, possibly. I mean, if fish were contaminated, then yes, you're right. Then hemp would have to substitute for a protein. I think people already are making synthetic meats from hemp protein powder right now.
I appreciate it a lot. And so, in a sense, hey, Raymond, as we're going into CoolTraderPro.com,
Sure.
Does that fit in somewhere?
The what?
Well, we're going to have to know how to do trade.
Well, it's all done for you, actually.
So we can do all that and help sustain our world economy kind of thing.
Well, of course. I mean, if this is like, he's designed this to be just exactly that. So
We can't hear Raymond.
You can't hear him. Hold on. Go ahead. Let's hold that down a little bit. Go ahead. Can you
hear me now?
Can you hear him now?
Have him speak up, please.
Maybe I'll just move this closer, okay?
Yeah.
Would that help? Does that help, Tyler?
Yeah.
Still echoing. Okay.
Hey, the sound effects are free.
Echo's okay?
Yes. We have to do what we have to do.
Oh my God.
It's Jesse Ventura says it's all entertainment. Anyway, go ahead, you guys. And go ahead, Raymond.
Well, just Tyler, he's from California? Southern California?
Yes, I'm in Southern California.
Whereabouts, can I ask?
I missed the question.
All right, yeah, I grew up in San Diego, so
He grew up in San Diego.
I used to be a surf
I was born
guy.
in Newport Beach.
Oh, really? Cool.
I grew up in Fullerton, California.
Right.
So we all came through a similar portal.
Yeah, we're all native Southern Californians.
Yeah, I have a twin brother, he's still living down there, so.
Ah, okay.
Moved up to Seattle about 30 some years ago.
What was some years ago?
30, I've been up here about 30 years.
Where are you now?
I live in a place called Kirkland, Washington, Kirkland, yeah. It's east side of Seattle.
Excellent. And one thing I wanted to comment on the question that Will brought up is that as a whole, humanity being a part of something that is one body or one being called the Earth, we've gone so far away from knowing who we really are to the extent of destroying ourselves in every way, shape, or form we can imagine. You just look out into the world and you see the destruction. And so for me, I'm utilizing hemp as the bridge to come back home to what's most important. And when I see that hemp can provide food, shelter, and clothing, I think to myself, well, that's the most economic thing, because I understand what the word economy means.
Yeah.
Eco comes from the Greek word ekos, which means house. So if we can build our house with hemp, and we can eat hemp and wear clothes made out of hemp, this seems like the most sound economy and ecology and the most harmonious way to live prosperously and abundantly. So that's why I'm so committed to this movement.
Well, that's great. I mean, I understand what you're saying with that whole statement. And the same thing with me. What I'm doing with Ed Barsano, the creator of Cool Trade, he's figured out a way that everybody now can trade stocks and basically make the returns the same every month. It's averaging about 8 to 10% a month on his average, and that'll change the economy as well. That will change the world, the way the world sees the financing now, and
absolutely. It's so true, and on that same note, it's going to provide so much opportunity for businesses, for business opportunities, for home-based businesses, as you could say, mothers and people making,
sure,
hemp diapers and hemp toys, and let's bring it back home and make this economy based on what our founding fathers discussed and laid down for us, and get back to what this is really about, and just be honest with each other and let go of what has happened in the past, and have forgiveness for the stupidity of humanity, of all the killing and wars and fighting for oil and whatever it is that someone might fight for, and realize we don't have to fight anymore, and So that's what we're living for and representing.
No, I think that's great. The world's changing, as you know, and I think a lot of times if we don't pay attention here, we're going to be in trouble. So we need to pay attention to these things that are changing. Your particular product and topic is probably well taken, and what we're doing on the financing side of it is also maybe these two worlds combine here somehow, and we're able to help the world get a better economy. And maybe the world that you're working with will help people have a better feeling and a substance for food and shelter, that type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, right now I know Larry can speak to that in terms of what he provides. I know he's really a leader when it comes to hemp textiles, and textiles are definitely a large item that's purchased around the world. Hemp seeds are another very booming industry right now. I know Canada's having problems with not having enough hemp seed because there's so much demand. So
right now there's no more organic hemp seed crop for the entire year. They're going to be completely out. There's so much demand.
Oh my gosh, yeah. See, it's booming. We need more farmers. We need more processing factories. We need more, companies that can separate these fibers and turn them into hempcrete, and there's so much potential.
Right. Here's the thing: as Americans, we have the freedom and we have the ability to pull all of this together. All we need is the government to lift the restriction on the laws of growing hemp and not arrest people for growing it, and the American people can all do everything by themselves.
Real quick, this is Will. We're looking at something that I think is more serious, and I know we could all play the game of it's not real, but it is, and I'm sorry, but I know that I have to keep bringing this up. And I keep us on broadcast for the reasons for our community to be aware of things. That's why you guys are here. That's why we're all here. And thank you very much, Raymond, for being here as well, helping on this. We have to find remedy. That's why I do these broadcasts. And the reasons why is cannabis, not just medical cannabis, has been found to help remove nuclear contamination from the human body, from the soil, from water. It's a serious factor that we won't have food sources much longer. And hemp will play a key part, not only for us here in Canada and North America to survive, but worldwide in more ways than we realize. And I'm just trying to help you guys who are the doctors of knowledge of this to be seen and heard. Am I right, Raymond?
Oh, yeah.
It's you guys all play a part of this, and it's a very important part. And that's why I'm trying here to be a messenger. Is that good?
Yes, we appreciate the opportunity for you to let us get the word out, let people know what we're doing and what's going on with them.
Yes. So, in sense amino acids.
You knew that next Monday, the Hemp Industries Association is having their annual meeting in Washington, D.C., and they're inviting anyone, person, company, or individual who's interested in hemp should come, and they'll learn a lot about hemp and how to start a hemp business, and what's going on with hemp, how they can make money off of it.
Yes, and there's a lot involved. Raymond, real quick, what's your solution on that? What can we do to help work with them? Great trading.
Well,
they're traders.
My solution, that's a pretty good question there. My solution is if people have a way of making steady income that they can count on without worry, and you can actually get people to take their 401ks and everything that they've got, they've been used to keeping, and change the way that they can now go forward with retirement and have secured retirement, well, then extra money is always necessary to me to do anything in the future as far as any new projects or anything. So I think actually just more money circulating for these kinds of projects that Tyler's been talking about, that's a pretty good remedy to, money seems to help a lot of things, doesn't it?
So, yeah. Plus survival, meaning surviving what money provides to survive.
Of course, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, Tyler has he's got an interesting program going on there. That's for sure.
You guys, Tyler, real quick, your broadcast on internet radio. Can they go to Hemp-Aware.com?
Hemp-Aware.com, and you'll see the banner at the top of the screen.
Okay.
It says Hemp-Aware-Radio, and we broadcast from blogtalkradio.com.
You got it in the back row.
And if somebody has an iPhone or an iDevice, you download the podcast app from the App Store, and in that podcast app, you just search for Hemp-Aware, and you can listen to all of our hemp episodes that we've created this far.
And you're really covering some ground, hemp covers ground too. That's what comes up from the ground.
And my name's Tyler, and somebody who lays tiles covers ground as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Awesome.
he's good. Well said.
Yeah. Real quick, can we get, now real quick, I want to get my viewers to hear them. They go online, they go to Hemp-Aware.com. Where do they go from there? I got your website up. Your website's on our background right now. So they want to listen to you online.
And you're asking where to go?
Yes. How do they hear you off your website?
On the right-hand side where it says Hemp-Aware-Radio.
Okay. Right over there. I'm showing it on the mouse right there. They go there and click on that. Okay, good. We've got it figured out, everybody. Okay. You better, it's that simple, and we've got the mouse pointing at it right there at Hemp-Aware.com. Tyler, I can't tell you how incredibly honored we're here to hear you. And we've got about 10, 11 minutes left. Raymond, what can you do to work with them to come up with some ideas?
Well, I just have to put my thoughts on it. This is just something that I know that's been out there. I got to be honest with you, I just didn't know this much about all the different products and all the different, like he's saying, it's a protein value, it's almost like a food supplement, I would say, okay? And that this might be one of the things that we have to deal with here very soon in order to take care of the future that we better take care of it, I guess, huh? We better take care of it.
If we all work together as a community and we can come up with ways to make it all flow, which is economics, right? And am I wrong, you guys? And you got to create a lot of product. We can create, how many more times can we create hemp, meaning multiply the production North America-wise? About a couple thousand times, you think?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's unlimited. It's absolutely unlimited.
It is, isn't it? And it may be that even as big as the Pacific Ocean is and as contaminated as it is right now, we might be able to help as a group working together to help educate North America and the world to survive. Maybe that important.
Well, I don't know exactly what it will take, but I will say this, that because of my level of belief and commitment and how much I value this plant and this planet, I would be willing to do whatever it takes, essentially, to get the word out. And I know Larry has very much the same approach to, he's been in this over 20 years. That's you don't have to even, he doesn't even have to say a word. That alone says his level of commitment. So what this is about is, yes, absolutely making a dollar, because we all have to eat, we all have to have a home, and we all have to buy clothing. Well, not only can that hemp make the money that we exchange, the paper money, but it can be the clothing and the food and the shelter that we're also buying. So there are very many people we find in this industry. They're very enthusiastic, very passionate. They have so much energy toward this movement, and if there's a way that energy can be directed toward a single aim to do something that you're describing, such as cleaning up the ocean, and whatever it takes to get that done, there's the passion, there's the raw energy, I believe, that's required to get that done, including the plant itself. And I've created several presentations. We've done Hemp-Aware parties to get community members together, and we've done fashion shows, and a Hemp-Aware party is like a Tupperware party, but with hemp. So maybe there's something we can do together to form an event or tie in with Hemp History Week, for example, which is in June every year. Maybe there's something we can do to tie in with Hemp History Week and make it more powerful and a bigger, message, whether it's billboards that we buy or whether it's, I don't know. I'm just, sharing inspiration and thoughts, so.
I can't tell you we appreciate everything, because what happens is in a time period like now, right, Raymond, we have to become architects, right?
The what?
Create new things, new ways to do stuff. And that's what Cool Traders is all about.
Cool. I think Cool Trader will be a leader in the financial industry all over the world. It'll be not just here, but all over the world.
Yeah. And in trading, and we have Hemp-Traders, right, you guys?
Yeah.
I mean, that all's trading.
We're all about trading in the hemp and offering people out there all the different hemp products or all the different things that can be made from hemp, so they can either use it themselves or use it to build or start their own business in hemp, whether it's making hemp clothing, using it for doing macrame, doing T-shirts, all different sorts of products that can be made for hemp. We're the people that supply all of those items.
Yeah, and in trading applications, what are you guys right now trading on a worldwide scale yet?
Well, yeah, actually, my company, we're highly involved in international trade because a lot of the hemp, since it's illegal to buy hemp right now, all of our hemp has to come from China, Canada, and Romania.
Which literally means any person who's buying something hemp is dealing with international trade.
Yeah. And we also sell to people all over the world as well.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Hey, Raymond, real quick, the parties that have designed Cool Trader,
Yes.
they're ready to design more applications, right? I mean,
Well, yes, everybody can. Actually, we're having our first meeting here in the state of Washington. It's this Saturday, actually, at 9 o'clock at the Embassy Suite. So Ed Barsano, and we're taking a very famous Seahawk, okay, which I've known him for a little bit of time. Norm Johnson, he was a famous field goal kicker. He's still kicking field goals. But anyway, he will be a guest speaker here at 9 o'clock at the Embassy Suites, and
we're really not hearing a word.
okay, it's just where an event's going to occur here pretty quick, and we'll get into that.
Yeah.
It's here coming up here. This is the November 13, 2013. Where is this going to be at?
the Embassy Suites in Linwood.
Embassy
Washington.
Suites in
In
Linwood.
yes, at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Kickoff. And then Ed Barsanto, the founder, and Norm Johnson, the field goal kicker, will be a guest speaker.
Okay.
And it basically goes into everything that he's done about the robotic trading and
Okay.
how successful it
This
is.
Saturday.
This Saturday.
This
yes.
Saturday at 9 a.m.
9
at
a.m.
the Embassy Suites in Linwood.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Okay. That it's several people talking about Cool Trader. We'll get into that later
Yeah,
because
thank
we'll
you.
probably have to educate people a lot more.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've got 4 minutes left. This is a whole new software application. Are you guys, Larry and Tyler, are you guys into developing software with this yet, or what?
Well, I mean, I'm a business owner, so we regularly use software.
Okay.
If you had a software program that would work with our business, that would be great.
Sure.
The one that we see online right now looks like it's a stock trading program.
Yeah.
Okay. Meaning Cool Trade could go into that, right?
Well, Cool Trade's just it's a whole new robotic system. It's the only one of its kind in the world right now. Only one of its kind, totally robotic, and it does all the trading for you. That you can set it in the morning, go and have some fun, come back, and it'll already be your trading's already done. It's completed. It's already done, and it takes about 8%. It's making about 8% on average per month,
Really?
and it does the trade. Yeah, it's totally unique.
Amazing.
Nothing like it that I've ever seen in the world today.
And it could work right in with this whole next industry. Amazing.
Say again?
We actually aren't able to hear, so.
Okay, we're mentioning that Cool Trade may want to help develop an extension of this.
Well, you never
Worldwide.
know. You know, I mean, this is just people that are going to have a whole different lifestyle and a lot more money. That's all. It's going to create more
We
money.
have plans with Hemp-Aware to develop an online platform that's hemp-educational based. It's going to have videos, it's going to have presentations, there's going to be an entire library of every hemp company that exists on the planet, and there's going to be a list of the 25,000 known uses that Popular Mechanics was quoted saying in 1930s for all the uses of hemp, so we're going to be able to document there on Hemp-Aware all the different uses. So we have, plans of developing online platforms. I don't know if that type of software would be able to merge with this, but
Hey,
that's later down the line.
well, if we're all trying to help do something from a standpoint of getting something to happen,
Well, I just think you have to have the right guy doing the right job. That's all. That's what makes it happen.
yeah.
Seems like Microsoft's behind everything, don't they?
Well, it would work. We could
Yeah.
work with them, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I mean,
Good
anything's
company.
possible.
Good company.
Well, TV helps get them to be aware of that.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
And
that's true.
Well, television has reminded me to tell my own vision, and to be considerate of others' vision, and participate in the television. So I appreciate you guys telling your vision, and if we can connect at a future date, let us know. We'd love to continue if you guys are open to that.
Tyler, I have your website up in the background, and it's oh shoot, excuse me, everybody. I misspelled that. It's Hemp-Aware, just so you know that. It was me that did that. Just so you know that. Right there it says Hemp-Aware. It's Hemp-Aware. Correcting. Anyway, so now they know, and they can go to Hemp-Aware-Radio and click on the right side, and I'll bring that up. And what we're doing is we're trying to get people to listen. How many, are you going to have some new guests? Who's coming up on Hemp-Aware-Radio?
Well, if people go back to Hemp-Aware-Radio to the archived hemp episodes, you'll find Larry-Serbin from Hemp-Traders on there. You'll find Charles Holmes from Hemco-Cannada, one of the largest suppliers of hemp seeds in Canada, and Eric Hempseed Lloyds, an archival hemp entrepreneur. There's several other interviews on there, and clues to how to integrate hemp into your lifestyle. And we just did our latest post, our latest hemp episode on Tuesday for how to integrate hemp into your home for the holidays. It's a 15-minute hemp episode and some nice ways to integrate hemp recipes, hemp gift items, and how to wrap your presents in hemp.
Awesome. Later, if we're doing something right, maybe, can we get Cool Trader and Raymond, can we work something out? We could do some future programs on where this can
Oh,
go.
I would love to. Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Love to.
Awesome.
Love to meet Tyler, actually.
Yeah. And maybe, hey, Tyler, maybe you want to interview Raymond. I don't know. You think? I mean, I don't know.
Never know.
Yeah. We're going to do some more shows, though. And if it's possible, can we help out and help the Northwest get to know you guys better?
Of course.
Awesome. I like every second of them hearing you from the future on, and appreciate everything. And I've got your websites up here. I got Hemp-Traders.com, Hemp-Aware.com, and everything, so they can get back with you. We really appreciate everything. You guys are doing a great job.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your time and doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
All right.
Keep up the good work, and we will help participate in your good work.
All right.
Thank you.
Many blessings.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Tyler.
Nice meeting you.
Real quick, and then we'll appreciate that. Raymond, what else? What last statement? What do you want to know?
Well, I just want to let everybody know that this is just a unique situation that's happened, and Ed's taken 7 years of his life to create this software, and everybody's going to enjoy it. And whoever goes to the website, they can pull up all the details about the company, about all the things they're doing, and basically they can join, they can get involved, They can order the software. I mean, everything that Ed's done is set up for the average person. I think that's my statement. This is something that everybody can do and everybody can enjoy, and they don't have to be a professional. And the money is the same, whether you're a professional or whether you're just an average person. That's the beauty of it all. So,
Awesome. Hey, thank you very much.
thank you.
We're getting them there, right?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Ray.
that
Thanks
it?
for watching. All Day Live. We'll see you next week.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And a few other things. So I'm trying to think what song I should do here. I guess, you know, there's another song about a girlfriend. You know, we always love songs. And this is a song I actually just got in touch with her. This is a song I wrote in 1982 as I was leaving Taft, California, which is out in the middle of nowhere, in between Bakersfield and Santa Barbara on Highway 33, is where James Dean passed away, unfortunately. Yeah. But the oil fields out there are a pretty amazing place, actually. And it was kind of fun because I was in a small town. I met the gal. She was my editor. I was a writer on a newspaper, and she walked in, and it was just love at first sight. And we ended up becoming girlfriend and boyfriend, and she was 28, I was 18. She was a little older than me. And she had two beautiful daughters who I just reconnected with on Facebook a couple days ago. But I went to Taft, first time in 30 years, and got to talk to her and see her, and it was quite a great thing. But anyway, this is one of my favorite songs. It's kind of a country tune, you know, Bakersfield with all the people. It's kind of a hub of country music. But here you go. And so now I got to say goodbye. Baby, it's that first glance all over again. Maybe it's a feeling that I'll never win. Always at the bottom of your line. Is it your children or feeling in your mind? Or a sudden change in beliefs? And where does a friend hide? And where does a friend hide? Here we go. You know I've got to say goodbye. Goodbye. You know I've got to say goodbye. It's so much easier to run than give. It's so much easier to run. It's so much easier to run, yeah. I was 18 and she was 28. Remember how she held my hand? She made this boy into a man. Remember the things we used to do. You know I'll always remember you. But you know, gotta say goodbye, goodbye. You know I've gotta say goodbye. It's so much easier to run than give. It's so much easier to run. Yeah, you know it is. So I got in my Chevy Nova and I headed for the grapevine. Headed down to Diego, have myself a time. And once in a while I think of you and all the things we used to do. Hope you're okay, hope you're fine. You know I've got to say goodbye. Goodbye, y'all. Time for us to go. Thank you. So it's kind of one of these great stories. This is the product. I don't know if you can zoom in there or not, but it's the patent is a self-igniting pipe. I had helped develop the single stick cigarette and cigar company in the early 90s. And a guy named Mike Jones and Jason Clayton came to me. We met at Log Boom Park in Kenmore. And it's one of those times, you meet a lot of people in your life, but it was a very interesting meeting, and I was instantly enamored. I've been an advocate since I was 12 years old. I believe that it helped me with my ADD and my ADHD and my dyslexic and whatever other they call learning disabilities are, but I think that marijuana helped me with that. So I've been an advocate for my whole life. I believe the hemp plant's the greatest plant on earth. We also have a diet that we've developed with the hemp plant, but they came to me with this pipe, and I looked at it, and I was sold right off the bat.
Go ahead and show us how it works and stuff like that, and I'll show some of the websites.
Well, it's a self-igniting pipe. The idea here is to efficiently be able to take in the whatever element you're looking to take in, and it just quickly goes. That's how it works.
That's it.
And I vaped right there. It also smokes. I think it's a better smoking device than a vaporizer. But we also do liquids as well. So it has an atomizer that the core inventor.
Dan, I've got the camera right at it. Show us how it pulls out and stuff like that.
Yeah, let's show you this right here. So here's the product. Here's the stem, all right? So you suck on it and push up, and it lights.
Do you ever see much smoke?
Oh, yeah.
During use of it?
You can vaporize or smoke. I just vaped right there because I'm indoors. I don't want to do any smoking in here. But
so there was actual ignition then?
Yeah, it actually vaped, which is different than burning. So vaporizing is where it turns into a gas, and it will turn into a gas, and then it will turn into a smoke. So vaporizing is right before burning. So and we'll take it apart here, show you the product, but there's the lighter. And basically the lighter, the way it dissipates the heat there is the technology. So we've got some drilled holes here, and we spent a lot of time, on this product, 9 years actually in development. It was 16, 17 pieces at one time, and now it's down to 5. The lighter is the key element to the product, and we still are trying to improve everything on the product as we move forward. But let me take it apart there. It's pretty easy to go. You put the substance in there, and then and that's how it works right there. That's kind of without the lid on. And then you have the atomizer, which is right here. This goes in the bowl and allows you to do all the liquids. So you can do e-liquids, shisha. You can do pain medicine. We're experimenting with vitamin C and aspirin. Yeah. And at the end of the day, we're going to go for FDA approval and try and be the first FDA-approved medical delivery device. So not just delivering marijuana or other things, but tobacco. We feel this is a lot better way to smoke tobacco. This is also a lot better way to deliver other drugs. So pain medicines, Oxycontin, various Vicodins, various other pain medicine. We believe it's a lot better for your system. Aspirin, we've been experimenting with aspirin. Now none of this is approved by the FDA, so we got to be careful a little bit there, but we're working on that, and that's our next phase with this product, is we're going to upgrade the lighter. We're going to put a heating element in, and then we're going to go for FDA approval to become a drug delivery device.
Awesome. So,
pretty exciting project.
Yeah.
Vapor smoke.
And so they're going to be hopefully found here in local dispensaries, possibly?
Yeah, most stores have had them. We've had, it had a real bang when it came out 2.5, 3 years ago. High Times did a story on us. It's a great story. They said it was the best device invented at the time. And we think from a mobile standpoint, you can sit in your house and probably have a better device. But as far as on the go, we've had guys going 120 miles per hour on their motorcycle. Yeah. And it was actually dreamed up in the mountains. So it's a great device in the rough and the rain.
Yeah.
Out fishing, skiing, boating.
Yeah.
And we actually, at the start, we did a what can you do with your vape? And you know, we've had a lot of crazy stuff being done with what people have done and what they've been doing with the pipe and how it works almost anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting. Really
it's made in
interesting.
America,
Oh, it is.
and it's 2 Boeing subcontractors.
No kidding.
And the lighter's the only thing from China. And we'd like to make it here, but there's only one lighter manufactured in the United States, so who knows? We may bring that back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
You want to do another song real quick?
sure,
Or, I mean, we're going to get people. Oh, we've got the information real quick.
sure.
Or, I mean, we're going to get people. Oh, we've got the information at the bottom of the screen where they can get a hold of you to get a hold of it, right?
Yep.
For just distribution.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need help. We want as many people as we can using the product. We've got about 25,000 users, and most of them are very happy.
That's amazing. So maybe we're going to have 20,000 more here soon. Hopefully, that might work. You never know.
I hope so.
What's the name of the song?
All right. This is a song I wrote, I guess it was about 4 years ago. Remember that tear in your eye when I said goodbye? You know it wasn't easy. Thought it was what I was supposed to do. And I hope that we still can be friends now. Hope that we still can be friends, yeah. Pray to God that you get better. And I hope that you get well. Things seem to move so fast. We both knew it couldn't last. But you know we had some fun now. We sure did get along. Hope you find your mind. Hope you find your mind, yeah. Pray to God that you get better. And I hope that you get well soon. Me and Miranda, we used to fly to Africa. Look down at the lines of giraffes and the elephants. Yeah, we used to have some fun now. Hope that we still can be friends, yeah. Hope that we still can be friends, yeah. Hope to God you find your mind, yeah. Hope you find your mind, yeah. Hope you find your mind, yeah. Remember that tear in your eye the day I said goodbye, yeah. You know it wasn't easy, 'cause you know I still love you so. Hope you find your mind. Pray to God that you get better. And and I hope that you get well soon. Thank you. Thank you.
I edit this stuff, not really edit this, but I probably will get this up in the next week or two and see what we do about broadcasting. I
Beautiful.
just have to do a lot of editing, but I'll get it up. I'll get it up for us. And then you can take segments for YouTube also.
Excellent.
You know. John, is there anything you wanted to say?
Oh, well, I was kind of taken back by the simplicity and the coolness of that device, the vaporizing. What is that? An application method, a medicine application
it's
alternative?
It's a
Pretty
delivery.
secret agent is what I was getting at, Will.
Yeah.
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 Dan, you were saying?
Yeah, no, it's simple, it's straightforward, it's the simplest and easiest way to, get a medium into your system. And if you need nicotine, if you need other things, this is a great device. It can be used anywhere.
We have some disabled market and people that look at our website, and maybe that's a device we'd like to represent and have available for some of our viewers and visitors.
Well, we'd love to help
We
them
should
out.
get together then.
Yeah.
Should I go ahead and mention we're miraclesunited.com,
Okay.
and for the business end we'll raise funds, and we put it to most attach these funds to the most the sources that are the most needy at this time. And
Beautiful.
so we have patients that have their prescriptions, that is, for medical marijuana, and
Okay.
I'm not sure what other medicine is advisable to apply with your vaporizer. What do we call it?
It's called Vapor Smoke.
Vapor Smoke.
Yeah, it's the name of the product.
It looked very easy to use and very discreet, and it's very quick, it looked like.
Yeah,
One application, very slick, about 3
Very
seconds.
efficient. Yeah,
wasn't
very
it?
efficient.
Right. I saw no flame, no smoke. It didn't look as though there were any risk in the usage, and that it can be done safely.
Very much so. It's
Yeah.
a lot easier than rolling
Yeah, I
a
like it.
cigarette or using another type of pipe. You got to pull out the lighter and you got to do all the other things. So the patent that we have is
Yeah.
a self-igniting pipe,
I
and
see.
so we have a worldwide patent. And we're excited about it. We need support. We need help from people. We've got a lot of musicians behind it, and a lot of people behind the industry. High Times is really behind the product. Really thinks it's a great product. And we kind of feel we're a little misunderstood because there's a lot of electronic stuff out there and some various other stuff, and it just doesn't look, like it's as technical and as defined of a device. I mean, this really is a highly efficient.
It's
and
efficient, is where it's very noticeable.
extremely well designed to take a substance in the bowl and bring it into your system. And it does it clean, it does it healthy, and we think it's the best device out there in the marketplace. We've got some people that love it, and we got some people that some people just don't like it. But
I'll tell you, if the person was in public, they would be able to just step aside and not be offensive to anybody, and take a pull on it, and just be done within a few seconds, and nobody knows the better or the wiser, and you're off and about your business.
Well, it's
very efficient,
You bring up a very good point.
and therefore safe for vulnerable folks who feel vulnerable. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the tobacco user, he doesn't get the stench and the smell. And he doesn't look like he's smoking cigarettes. You can actually smoke indoors or outdoors because it only vaporizes. It doesn't give off any smoke with tobacco, and it only extracts the
kidding.
nicotine. So we have some cigarette users that have switched to this device, and they say the main thing it's done for them is it's made them a non-smoker, where everybody thinks they don't smoke anymore because they can't smell them, they don't have the terrible smell, they're not affecting anybody else around them, and it's extremely discreet. So at workplace, a lot of people are lighting up cigarettes, and it just doesn't. It's not cool anymore. So with this product, no one even knows what you're doing, right? So it's really a great tobacco device as well.
Is it as satisfying as it is for the smoker to have a cigarette as it would be to use the vaporizer?
Some people it is and some people it isn't.
Type?
But what we found is that it extracts nicotine so well, that people have to be careful with it. So
I see.
You know, it extracts nicotine.
It's a toxic substance too.
Yeah,
isn't it?
and nicotine though is not the cancer-causing agent, though the tars and tannins, which we don't burn.
I see. Right.
So, you know, it's a product that's going to continue to develop and become better as we as a group of people get behind it more and promote it and offer it out there to the public and get the feedback. So we still need a lot more users than we have now. So, but we're pretty excited about it.
I think as the exposure gets out there, that this product will command some demand here coming up. It's become more and more popular of an issue. And so why don't we try to help you out there, and I wish you all the luck with it
Well,
this year, Dan. And we'll put it up on miraclesunited.com and see how it does.
All right. Sounds
Okay,
good.
thank you.
John,
Thank you.
Dan, real quick, this is one of your YouTubes in the background, right?
Yep.
That's yeah. And so, and they can get a hold of you, Daniel C. Goldman. If I back that up a little bit, but you're getting a lot of people look at it on YouTube, right?
Yeah, a lot of people looked at it. I mean, we had it when we came out with the product. It really got some fanfare, and that's been about 2.5, 3 years. You know, it's not a cheap product. It's actually you know, we call it it's the Cadillac of the industry. It's a very, very sophisticated smoking device, and I think that's hurt our sales a little bit because it is expensive. It's $99 out there. We're trying to get the price lower, but we really want to make it in America as well. So if you want to support an American-made company.
Is there a way, Dan, I can have, let's see, offer it to our people for $69.99?
Well, we can
Is
definitely
there a way
discuss
we
it.
can talk?
Yeah, we can talk.
Okay, excellent.
We're really trying to help out. We have a kind of a special program for the the medical user.
Good. They need the help. They need the of a good product like this. Let's make it available to them at $69.99. We'll do it at miraclesunited.com.
Well,
we'll
try.
have more of your information there too. We'll have a good little project planned out, and we'll produce it coming up here in the next few days. How about that?
Sounds great.
Okay, thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
Real quick, Dan, what's the replacements like? Is there batteries? Is there?
Well, we guarantee the lighter for 6 months, right? And the lighters do go out. A lot of times it's just because people it's gotten some dirt in it, some other substances in it. But we'll guarantee the lighter for 6 months,
Right.
and the product's guaranteed for life.
Yeah.
So we stand behind it, and we have a great return policy, and we have a great reputation. You can see us out there in the digital world that we don't have many complaints. We have, most people have really gotten behind the product and love it.
And you said it's food grade plastic. It's also aeronautic plastic.
Yeah, the body of the product is made with a carbon plastic that's used for satellites. So it's mainly used for aerospace. We run this over in one of our videos with the forklift, and it's a stainless steel bowl. We also have copper bowls, and then we're also expanding the bowls, and then we hope to have colors, and then we have a bunch of bands. We have Sublime, we have a few other bands that we've been negotiating with.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, who's now Snoop Lion, has we've been talking to, and we're going to get the product endorsed by a lot of other people and have their own branded vapor smoke. So it's that's some very exciting stuff. We have one gentleman working for us getting all that stuff done. So but we actually carved the name and a really neat logo onto it, so you can have your own branded. We can brand one for you, and that one we can probably do a special deal with, and then we're coming out with colors. So we got clear ones, we've got pink ones, we've got blue ones, and those haven't come out yet. And then we got different bowls. We're going to have a ceramic bowl, right?
Yeah. Wow.
And we're also looking at adding a heating element, so it only vaporizes.
Yeah.
So some pretty neat stuff.
Yeah.
Some great technology. I think it's a space that the next 10 to 20 years, I think smoking your drugs is going to be a lot better for you than ingesting them or using a needle. So this is...
Well, it has its purpose. It's incredibly well built. It's incredibly nice looking, comfortable in the pocket, and easy to use.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's kind of like if you need it, it's there. It's worth it. And I've got I've got John up there. It's Daniel C. Goldman, Dan at dcgoldman.com, or it's called vapeorsmoke.com.
Yep.
Right? And this has taken a few years, hasn't it, to build
10
this?
years and $500,000
Wow.
and one of our biggest investors, I'm going to say his name. His name's Russ Moore. He's one of the great angels and one of the great guys I've met in the last 20 years here in Seattle.
Yeah.
He's just a super gentleman. He's been behind it. And, he doesn't even smoke, but he just saw it was a pretty neat thing and got behind it, and he's really helped us.
Yeah.
And it continues to help us.
Yeah.
And so he's the angel behind the product.
Yeah.
And then Jason Clayton and Mike Jones are the two inventors, and myself are the founders.
Yeah.
And a few other people have come and helped, and we're looking for more help. There's a product we want to get out there and help people, not hopefully minimize their risk of cancer.
Yeah.
And also make people efficient and easy to use and go anywhere with it and use it.
Yeah. John, real quick,
Yes.
What's Miracles United? Give us a real quick rundown on that.
Miracles United is the parent company of a group of websites. The beginning website is concerned at this time with victims of medical negligence and malpractice as it occurs in the United States alone. Up to approximately 90,000 deaths are attributed yearly here in the country. So we are helping folks with some of the difficulties that they incur and some guidelines, and we have a very interesting product being right now it's in clinical trials in Copenhagen, and it is a black box which records all data in an operating room, in the surgical site, in operating rooms in hospitals.
Really?
So we'll let you know more about that, Will,
yeah.
as it comes out. Breaking news.
Yeah, and how would they get a hold of you at Miracles United at
Yes,
Comcast.net?
Miracles United at Comcast.net.
Awesome, awesome.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Dan, do you want to do one more song?
You
You feel like it? We got time.
Sure, let's do one more. I
John,
guess.
thank you very much. Appreciate that.
My
Gonna
pleasure.
have
Thank you
people
for
get back
having me
with you.
today, Will.
Appreciate it. Yeah. And that's Miracles United at Comcast.net.
That's
everybody.
right.
We're going to have another song here real quick. Greatly honored to have this. I guess you're going to have them on YouTube here too pretty soon, Dan, right? I hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got my songs up there.
Yeah.
I haven't been in my kids were getting mad at me
Yeah.
because they've heard me for years, and
Yeah.
we used to do this kind of fun every Friday night when they were young.
Yeah.
Do a jam night every Friday night.
Yeah.